I'm guessing that you are finished with your research for your country in Africa. You have researched either the Christmas traditions, the Christmas gift giving, or the Christmas decorations for that particular country. And you are now ready to put your research information into your group's slideshow. This is going to be pretty cool when you log into Google and do this within Google. The three of you can be working at different computers and putting in your information at the same time so that your PowerPoint, your presentation, will get completed in a much faster manner, and then we can present these and move on to another project. So it's kind of cool. All right, the first thing you want to do is to open up your Google Chrome. And you need to get to your Gmail account. So you're going to look up at the top and click on the tab for Gmail, or it may say sign into Google Accounts. You're going to look for your name and your bald-headed people and click on it and then type in your password and then click on sign in. Once you're signed in, it should take you straight to your email, and I have sent you an email that looks something like this. It'll have the name of your country, and it'll have a button for you to click on that says Open in Slides. Each person in your group should have received the slideshow for just your country. Another way to get there, if maybe you deleted the email or you've been working on it for a while and you've gotten a bunch of emails and you can't find it in your inbox, you can always come up here to your Google Apps and choose Slides from that. Now, Mrs. Fairclough has several presentations in her Google Slides because I had to create one for every group in 3rd grade, and 4th grade's been working on something, and so has 5th grade. But I see there's one right here for Ghana. We're going to go ahead and click on that just to give you an example. This happens to be Anaya's and Angel's and Riley's, so you want to check and make sure that your names are on your presentation, that I didn't accidentally send it to the wrong person, because you know Ms. Fairclough does make mistakes. Sometimes that can happen. Now, I'm going to pretend like I'm the gift-giving person who researched all about gift-giving in Ghana. And I look over here on the left-hand side of the screen, and I've got my title slide. Slide 2 is for traditions. Slide 3 is for gift-giving. And when I was researching, I found not very much information, but it did tell me that the people in Ghana go to church on Christmas morning, and then when they come home from church, they give gifts to each other. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to put that in my own words. And I don't want to say they, I want to say the people of Ghana. Whoops. People of Ghana give gifts to each other on Christmas Day after they've been to church. And I see that I have accidentally put a semicolon there, so I'm going to fix that. Now, I only have one fact, and my text is pretty small, so I'm going to highlight this and come up here and change it to probably 24. I don't want to be too much bigger than my title, and that just makes it easier for everybody to see who's reading my presentation. Now, as your group members finish, you'll notice that you've got just a plain white background. We want to make it a little more interesting. And so to do that, I did have to, if you notice that some of my tools went away up here, because I'm inside of a text box, but if I click up here in the white space, then you'll see I have background, layout, theme, and transition. The first thing I want you to work on is the theme. Now, the three of you may need to sit down at one computer and decide which theme that you want to look, for your particular slideshow. If you come over here on the right-hand side, I know my face is covering it up, but if you'll scroll, it's not going to let me, there we go. I can use my mouse, my scrolly wheel. you can scroll down and look at the different themes, and if you just click on one, we're waiting, there it goes, you can see that it changes your font, it changes, adds some color to certain things, and each one looks a little different. This one adds a green line to the bottom. Your first screen is black. They all look a little different. So you need to go through, ooh, there's a purple one. You know Mrs. Faircloth would like that one. You need to go through and decide as a group. Not one person does that, but the three of you together, you decide on the theme that you want for your presentation. Now I'm going to turn it back to plain because I don't want to have one sitting here for this group to already have. So I'm going to close my themes by clicking on this little white X up here. The next thing we want to do is work on the transitions. Now for the transitions, you're going to need to go from slide to slide. You can actually do this separately, so you might want to do it first. I would say everyone needs to choose a transition for the first slide. And Google is a little weird. No transition is automatically chosen, so you don't have a lot of choices, but you can choose one, and you can decide whether you want it to go slow, medium, or fast. And then it says apply to all slides. So never mind, you can't each choose one. I forget about this. Again, it doesn't let you do one slide at a time like PowerPoint. You have to do the same one for all of the slides. So I'm going to click apply to slides, and then if I click play, I can see what it looks like. So there's that little flip, and then if I want to go back and change it, I have to click stop, and then I can go and choose a different, what did I have before? Let's do a slide from left. Apply to all slides, and if I hit play, then I can see what it looks like and decide if I like that one or not. Remember, you have to click stop, and then you can go back and change it. So I'm going to change that back to no transition for this group, so they don't have that done for them as well. Once you have your transitions and your beautiful background, then you have finished. You probably want to read over it, each of you individually, and make sure that your partners didn't misspell anything or have any typos in your writing and your typing on the computer. I can't wait to see these presentations, and I look forward to you presenting them when we're all finished. Bye-bye.